Okay, S mount. So we're gonna focus on S mount. And we're gonna show you how to get there from double attack. So that means, sorry if I get your skin tongue. I'm going for that first cross grip. And now he's gonna end up defending like this. So that's gonna be very common because he doesn't want me to have like a really deep grip, so he's kind of pulling this down. So I'm gonna use my webbing in my hand and I'm gonna find his elbow on the right side of my rib, right? So I'm gonna shuck this here, right side of my rib. Now I'm gonna sprawl to my left hip and move his arm across like this, left hip. Now from here, I'm gonna block his head so then his head can't move, because here he can move his head to the left, yeah, and he's gonna create space. And I don't want that. So wedge, up and over, sprawl. Now I block his head and I cup his tricep. Now I bring my knee, keeping pressure, and then I lift and I pull. I'm on my toe, my right calf is underneath his shoulder, and I'm now gonna bridge my hips forward. You can release this hand, but it's good to keep it in there when you're training. And now I'm gonna be bridging my hips forward. My weight is not in my right foot or my left foot, it's in my right thigh. Because if I put all my weight into my feet, now Ton can move around a little bit, yeah. So I need to shift my weight into my right thigh, like this. And then I'm gonna go onto my toes, always have active toes, I don't wanna be here, right? Because then he can bridge me back. So I wanna be on my toes and then bring my hips forward like this. Now that should be fairly tight. So let's just get into S mount. I'll show you another way, then we'll do some finishes from there. So I open up, I go for 4 fingers. If he doesn't defend, right? Then just go for your cross choke. But when he starts defending, right? Wedge, rib. I have to go across and sprawl. Now, I block his head, grab his tricep. Knee comes up, but I still have pressure on my chest. The only time I relinquish pressure is when I lift and pull to bring my leg in. Now I can end up right there. One more. How you doing, Tom?
I'm okay.
All right, so 4 fingers in. All right, I'm using my rib, and then I'm gonna start sprawling and moving my head across his body and sprawling to my hip. I have to sprawl my hip. I can't be close, because if he starts to trap this foot, then we're gonna have issues and then I can't keep pressure. So in, block the head, pull the tricep, heavy, knee. As soon as I still have pressure on his elbow, then I pull up. And I'm pinching, leaning to my right, and then I bridge my hips forward like that. And I'm in S mount. And he might be defending or something like that, but we're gonna be in that position. Okay, questions. It should be very painful, right? If your partner doesn't wanna tap from the setup, something's wrong. Maybe your weight's off, maybe you don't have enough pressure, right? So if you're just kind of bringing this across, it's not enough pressure on Ton, right? You have to make sure that you're leaning. So the whole entire way, all the way to the finish, it should be very, very strong, a lot of pressure. Want to tap, all right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Ton's doing like the old school kind of stall position. You can't really get in. So I want to get to double unders and I want to go to S mount. So obviously there's a lot of things you can do. You could do the old school way where you push on the shoulders and you lean all the way forward and then you start bringing your knees up. That's the easy way to do that, right? I think another way is getting to like this grapevine position. And I want to get underneath the elbow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kick out. I'm gonna go kick, kick. Now I scoot. And now I'm gonna be right underneath his elbows like this and pinning. So this is where it's gonna hurt. So I'm gonna start driving my shoulders in and start driving off my toes here. And now I get to the head and I start driving up more. Putting a lot of pressure, start walking up. Now I even go a little bit more. Just make sure that your chest stays low so his arms start to go up with it, like that. Once we're in this position, I can pull, and now I can go here, I can pull up, and then I can get into my S mount position. Doesn't really matter where kind of orientation his arms are, as long as you're able to get your double unders, right? So here, right, he has his legs up, so I need to scoot down and get underneath, so I can't really reach here. So I can start to go grapevine, or you could even find the ankles and you're gonna kick out. I scoot here, and now I start driving, right? Getting the head, driving his arms above his body like this. This is a nice chest wrap position. Now from here, I can start bringing my knee, pulling up, and then getting into my S mount. And if his arms stay here, this is great. I can go right to the arm bar. I can do whatever I want. If you wanted to do this one, you can too. Just make sure that you don't go too high where you're gonna fall off. All right, some guys will block the shoulders. I like to push on the shoulders and then lean as far as I can, like this. Now I can start adjusting my weight and getting into it, and then finishing my S mount. So try both those entries. Should be a lot of pressure going forward. All right, any questions? All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, I sprawl, boom, here. Okay, so let's talk about some finishes here, right? So you can keep your right hand in, right? Because as you start pinching, it starts to put a little bit of pressure against his neck, but we can do a lot of different arm bars. So as you notice that when I pulled up, his arms are kind of like this, which means I can just go to the wrist and I can finish my arm bar from here, right there. I don't have to bring my knee over his face, but that means that I'm perpendicular to his body. If I'm in line like this, the arm bar isn't there. So I have to make sure that I have my good S mount. And then I'm here, bridging and going. Now, if I want to finish the arm bar, again, I post near the hip, I bring my shin over. Don't fall back. Don't throw your leg over and fall back. Always try to finish it on top, because their defense from here is better than when you're on top position. So this is the first finish. If not, post, bring your shin over, and then finish it on top like that. All right? You can trap this near far side arm in here, leaning. Now I can just trap here and then I can go. And it's hard because Ton needs that left arm to either swim underneath or something. So if we're here, you can swim on the inside, trap, and instead of trying to, some guys will just pin it here. The only problem is when you put all your weight into there, I feel a little bit more unstable. I either like to pin on the side, or I'll keep it locked underneath my rib, and now I can go in and then finish, right? If he is defending this arm, right, you could scoop up this arm in and then finish your arm bar or go in. So you're here, you're pulling, you're pinching, I finish it, one, or I can go here and I'm pinching. I'm not going too far forward because he might bridge me off. I'm still keeping a lot of my weight into my thigh here. You could swim, trap this arm, and then you can go for your arm bar. Because even if he bridges me and I fall back, I'm so tight on this arm because his left arm is tight because I'm pulling this in and now I'm pinching. So I don't need to throw my other leg over. All right? So either here or here. Take your left arm out, Ton. It's hard. It's really hard. And I'm just using my ribs and my hip into it. So now it's pretty locked. Or if he is defending, right, there's a lot of different ways he can defend, but I can just come underneath his wrist and then start to go up right to it. So do it from the beginning, your S mount arm bar, and then do all your different finishes and adjustments. All right, any questions? Okay, 1, 2, 3.